My fiancé Syed, I'm canceling the wedding. I'm in love with the wedding planner. I said, I understand. Later, I called his company and told them everything. He was fired that evening. At 3 a.m., they both showed up at my door, pale, shaking, and that's when everything changed. I'm Alex, 30M, and until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had my life figured out. I worked in software development, lived in a decent apartment downtown, and was engaged to Sarah, my girlfriend of 4 years. We'd set a wedding date for June 15th. Everything was planned. The venue was booked. Invitations were sent. I'd already written my vows. Then March 8th happened. Sarah came home around 7 p.m. I was making pasta, something simple because we'd both been stressed with wedding prep. She walked in, didn't take off her coat, didn't kiss me hello like she usually did, just stood in the doorway with this look on her face, half guilty, half determined. "We need to talk," she said. I turned off the stove. "Okay, what's wrong?" She sat down at the kitchen table, hands folded. "I'm canceling the wedding." My stomach dropped. "What? Why? Did I do something?" "I'm in love with someone else." The room went cold. I just stared at her. 4 years. 4 years of building a life together, and she drops this on me like she's returning a sweater. "Who?" I asked. My voice was steady, weirdly steady. "Damien, our wedding planner." I actually laughed, couldn't help it. "Damien! The guy who charges $300 an hour to pick napkin colors?" "Don't do that," she said. "Don't minimize this." "Minimize?" I stood up. "Sarah, we're getting married in 3 months. Our families are flying in. We put down deposits." "I know," she interrupted. "I know all of that. But I can't marry you when I have these feelings for someone else. It wouldn't be fair to you." There it was, the classic line. It wouldn't be fair to me. Like she was doing me a favor. "How long?" I asked. She looked away. 2 months. 2 months. While we were tasting cakes and booking photographers, she was falling for the guy we were paying to organize our wedding. The irony was almost beautiful. "I understand," I said. She blinked. "You understand?" "Yeah, I mean, I don't want to marry someone who doesn't want to marry me." "So I guess that's it." She looked almost disappointed that I wasn't fighting harder. "I'll move out tomorrow." "I'm sorry, Alex." "I really am." That night she slept on the couch. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying every interaction we'd had with Damien. The way she'd laughed at his jokes, the way she'd insisted we use his company even though they were more expensive than the other planners we'd interviewed, the late-night planning sessions she'd had at coffee shops. I felt like an idiot. The next morning, she packed 2 suitcases and left. She said she'd come back for the rest later. I watched her go, still weirdly calm. Then I sat down at my laptop and Googled Luminous Events, Damien's company. Their website was sleek, lots of photos of happy couples, glowing testimonials. There was a code of ethics page. I clicked it. Second bullet point. Our planners maintain strictly professional relationships with clients and do not engage in romantic or personal relationships that could compromise service quality or professional integrity. Interesting. I called the main office number. A woman answered. "Luminous Events, this is Patricia." "Hi, my name is Alex Chen. I was, a client. My fiancé and I hired Damien Foster to plan our June wedding." "Oh yes, Mr. Chen. How can I help you today?" "I need to report something. Damien has been having an affair with my fiancé. She just broke off our engagement to be with him. I thought the company should know that he violated your code of ethics." Silence on the other end. Then, I'm very sorry to hear that, Mr. Chen. This is absolutely not acceptable behavior. Can you provide any evidence or details?" I gave her everything. Dates, text messages Sarah had left open on her laptop. The fact that Sarah was now staying at Damien's apartment. Patricia sounded genuinely horrified. She said she'd escalate this immediately to the owner. We take this extremely seriously, she said. Thank you for informing us. I hung up feeling nothing. Not vindictive, not satisfied, just empty. Update 1 3 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Alex? It was Damien. His voice was tight. What the fuck did you do? I reported you to your company. You broke their ethics policy. Are you kidding me? You cost me my job. They fired me an hour ago. That's not my fault. You slept with a client. She was your fiancée, not mine. You think I seduced her? She came on to me. I almost laughed again. Damien, I really don't care whose fault it is. You knew she was engaged. You knew it was wrong. Actions have consequences. He was breathing hard. You're a vindictive asshole. Maybe. But I'm not the one who destroyed someone's wedding to get laid. He hung up. 20 minutes later, Sarah called. What did you do? She was crying. Damien just got fired because of you. He got fired because he violated company policy. You're ruining his life. He has bills, Alex. He has rent. And I had a wedding, I said. We all have problems. This is cruel. This is... Sarah, you left me for another man. You don't get to call me cruel. She hung up too. I ordered takeout and watched basketball. Didn't feel a thing. Update 2. At 3:17 a.m., my doorbell rang, then pounding on the door. I stumbled out of bed, confused and half asleep. What the hell? I looked through the peephole. Sarah and Damien, both pale, both shaking. Sarah's mascara was smeared down her face. I opened the door. It's 3 in the morning. Alex, please, Sarah said. Her voice was hoarse. We need to talk. Damien looked worse than her. His hair was messy. His eyes were bloodshot. Can we come in? Every instinct said no, but something about their faces, the raw panic, made me step aside. They came in and sat on my couch, the same couch Sarah had slept on 2 nights ago. What's going on? I asked. Sarah burst into tears. I made a mistake. A huge mistake. Damien rubbed his face. She's right. This whole thing was... It was a fantasy. It wasn't real. I stared at them. You came here at 3 a.m. to tell me that? I want you back, Sarah said. I know I don't deserve it. I know I hurt you. But the second I moved in with Damien, I realized it wasn't what I thought. We barely know each other, Damien added. Outside of wedding planning stuff, we have nothing in common. We tried watching a movie tonight and ended up fighting about... I don't even remember. Everything feels wrong. I sat down in the chair across from them. My brain was trying to process this. So you're telling me that you threw away a 4-year relationship for a guy you don't even like? Sarah nodded, sobbing. I got caught up in something. The excitement, the attention, he made me feel... I don't know. Special Damien winced. And now I'm unemployed and my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, realized she still loves her ex-fiancé. Great. I'm not your ex, Sarah said to me. I mean, I don't want to be. Can we fix this? Can we... No, I said. She looked up. What? No, Sarah, we can't fix this. You didn't just make a mistake. You had an affair for 2 months. You lied to me. You broke off our engagement. You called me cruel for holding Damien accountable, and now you show up here because what? Your rebound didn't work out? Alex, I deserve better than someone who only wants me when their backup plan fails. Damien stood up. We should go. Sarah didn't move. Please. I love you. I know I screwed up, but doesn't 4 years mean anything? It meant everything, I said. That's why this hurts so much. She started crying harder. Damien eventually pulled her to her feet and guided her toward the door. Before they left, he turned back to me. For what it's worth, he said, I'm sorry. I knew it was wrong. I did it anyway. That's on me. I didn't respond. They left. I locked the door, went back to bed, and somehow fell asleep immediately. Update 3. The next week was surreal. Sarah texted me every day, long paragraphs about how sorry she was, how she'd go to therapy, how she'd do anything to fix things. I didn't respond. Damien texted once. I got a new job. Not in wedding planning, probably for the best. I blocked both of them. My friends found out through the grapevine. Apparently Sarah had told her sister, who told everyone else. I got a lot of "Are you okay?" texts. I appreciated it, but didn't know how to answer. Was I okay? I didn't feel devastated anymore. I just felt tired. On March 20th, I got a call from Luminous Events. Patricia again. Mr. Chen, I wanted to follow up with you. We've processed your refund for all services. You should see it in your account within 3 business days. Oh, thank you. And I wanted you to know, we've revised our policies because of your situation. We're implementing stricter oversight and requiring planners to disclose any potential conflicts of interest immediately. What happened to you shouldn't happen to anyone else. That actually made me feel something. I appreciate that. Really. You handled this with a lot of grace, she said. I hope you find happiness. After I hung up, I sat there thinking about that word. Grace. I didn't feel graceful. I felt like I'd been bulldozed by someone I loved and then had to watch her regret it in real time. But maybe that's what grace looks like sometimes. Not falling apart, not seeking revenge beyond what's fair. Just surviving. Final update. It's been 3 weeks since Sarah left. The wedding is officially canceled. I sent out a group message to everyone invited explaining that, due to unforeseen circumstances, the wedding will not be taking place. I didn't elaborate. Most people got the hint. My parents were furious on my behalf. My mom wanted to call Sarah's mom and give her a piece of my mind. I talked her down. There's no point in dragging more people into this mess. Sarah moved back in with her parents. I heard through a mutual friend that she quit her job, too embarrassed to face people who knew about the wedding. Damien's working at a tech startup now, apparently. Good for him, I guess. I've started going to therapy, not because I'm broken, but because I realized I've been coasting through life trying to be the easy boyfriend. The accommodating one. The one who doesn't make waves. Maybe that's why Sarah thought she could do this and I'd just accept it. I'm working on being okay with not being okay, with being angry, with admitting that I loved someone who didn't deserve it. The apartment feels empty without her stuff here, but it also feels lighter. I'm redecorating, getting rid of things that remind me of us. I'm thinking about adopting a dog, something that'll be loyal at least. A few days ago, I drove past the venue where we were supposed to get married. There was another couple there taking photos. They looked happy. I didn't feel jealous, just distant, like I was watching someone else's life. I don't know if I believe in closure, but I think I believe in moving forward, and that's what I'm doing, one day at a time. Edit 1, a lot of people are asking if I'll ever forgive Sarah. Honest answer, I don't know. Forgiveness isn't about her anymore. It's about me not carrying this weight forever. But that doesn't mean I want her back. Some bridges are better left burned. Edit 2, yes, I kept the ring. Haven't decided what to do with it yet. Some people suggested returning it, but I bought it outright. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll throw it in a river. Haven't figured that part out. Edit 3, to everyone saying I should have fought harder for the relationship, I appreciate the concern, but no. I'm not going to beg someone to choose me. If 4 years wasn't enough to make her stay, nothing I could say in that moment would have mattered. And I'm okay with that now.